Hey guys, it's Glenn with Lessons for Landlords. Welcome to Funny Friday. Today's story is about a tenant that I had in one of my rentals, and she was there for about 2 years, and things ended up going bad. So we ended up having to, go there a couple times, and she was always late with the rent, and I would go there and try to talk to her and say, listen, you have to pay the rent. And this was like early in the beginning. And she would like secretly record me when we were talking with her phone to, I guess, see if I said anything wrong, or I don't know what she was thinking, but she was thinking on her way out, I think. So she told me she recorded me and this and that. I'm like, oh, okay. This was after the whole conversation, and we had to evict. So we go to court, and, the eviction process takes some time. And I found out through a cop or something that she had a warrant out for her arrest. And so what we did was, I'm in the court, and when you go to court for eviction, you have to see that tenant if they show up. And if they show up, they're going to try to fight it. They're going to try to say that that place was, uninhabitable, and they're gonna put out anything they can to that judge for that judge to hopefully side with them. So we get to the court, and when you get to court, you have to wait outside in the hallway, probably for about a half an hour before the court starts, and sign in. So I knew she had a warrant out for her arrest. Now, before this happened, it got ugly. She was a very mean person, and her boyfriend was, it just ended up not being a cool situation anymore for a landlord. When I start having headaches from tenants, I don't want them as tenants anymore. So, in my mind, she's going out. You don't pay the rent, you give me grief, then guess what? I'm not going to either renew your lease, or I'm going to, if you're late and we're in the eviction process, I'm going to go for it. So again, I knew she had a warrant out for her arrest. So, we get to court, we're in court, and she shows up, and she looks at me, and she's like, F you. And I go, before she came there, I said to the cop that was there, I said, listen, this girl that's coming here has a warrant out for her arrest. He typed in her information. She ended up giving me the wrong social security number, but her picture came up. And I'm like, that's her. So she comes there, and she goes to me, she goes, F you. And I said, no, F you. I point at her. And then the cop comes over to her and arrests her in front of everybody in the place. I mean, there must have been about 60 people waiting there for, eviction court. Now, again, I'm not laughing at the situation. I mean, I feel bad for her, of course, but it worked out so perfectly when she said, like, F you. I'm like, no, F you. Then my point finger went there. Then the cop came to her, and then he arrested her. I was a thorn in her side. I mean, if you're not going to pay me my rent, I'm giving you a great place. I'm a great landlord. It just turned sour. So that's the funny story. I felt it was kind of funny that, I knew that information. We went there. She got arrested. And then she ended up leaving. But you got to do your back research on people, and, it just made me feel good at the end of the day. It's my roof over their head, and it's my mortgage that I'm paying for them to live there. So, of course, if you don't do that, it kind of irks me a little bit. So that's why I went that route. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Always do your due diligence with tenants, and take care. I hope that was somewhat of a funny story, but a satisfactory story nonetheless. Take care, guys. Have a great day. A day in the life of a landlord. Take care.